Hey guys, Boston, Massachusetts in the house. Earlier I discussed a video about Gilliedakid, T.I., and Duke Pharaoh. That's his name. I said Pharaoh, but it's actually Pharaoh. Duke Pharaoh. And he's a Crip out of Texas. Well, you know, he's doing a follow-up video based on Gilliedakid's video, whom Gilly put out a video basically like, yo, when I seen him face to face, it was none of that. He is really a internet goon, you know? And like, you know, just calling him out his name and that sort of thing. But, you know, one thing he did confirm that Gilliedakid said was, and that's Pharaoh confirmed it, that Gilliedakid told him he's not going to bring a message back to Pharaoh. To T.I. So they're both agreeing to that. So at this point, Gilliedakid said he has a video. And of course, you know, all us YouTube surfers want to see the video. Yes. Put up or shut up. Or own up. But he said that Gilliedakid said that Pharaoh wasn't all on there like he on the internet doing. He was more civilized. He came with a softer approach, you know, when he approached Gilliedakid. Gilly said it wasn't all of this, whatever that is, and like, I'm not trying to clown it because those are real gang symbols, okay, and signs. But he was clowning it. Gilly was clowning it. But Pharaoh was like, you know, he had more respect for Nipsey's funeral than to bring some BS and violence there, cut up at a man's funeral. He said, no, that's not his style. But all he was saying is that he didn't understand why Gilliedakid wanted to fight Kodak Black, because he's an older G, you know, and Kodak is younger, you understand? So he could have approached him with a more rational and civilized message instead of saying he'll get his son to beat up Kodak and just really making idle threats, basically. Because they ain't going nowhere. They're going to sit right there. So, you know, think about it. I don't think any of us will think we will ever meet these people or see these people in real life. This is like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, against the odds that this encounter happens. Because Gilly said, I didn't even know who Duke Pharaoh was. His mans them did. But I do believe the Gilliedakid's like version without all the clown stuff. Like without all the name calling and all of that. I do believe that because Duke Pharaoh was saying the same thing. It wasn't no beef. It wasn't no, like he said, all of that, putting his hands on him. And you know what? We all know what Duke Pharaoh came out doing, his video. We all know the part that they showing and sharing. When you see him doing these interviews, he just seems more calm and rational. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different portrayal of him in the settings. I still think, in my own opinion, But how many girls is going to think, ooh, just not me. I'm on that more like 50, ooh, you know what I'm saying? I don't like all of that, just too much sugar in the tea, okay? So that's what's happening lately. That's basically the buzz that is going on in the industry. And some people, like, I haven't even heard Hassan Campbell. A lot of people haven't covered this, which I'm very shocked about. You understand? A lot of the YouTubers really be following and covering the like, I guess the more popular like celebrities. I don't know what it is, but this one is buzzing. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be more beef. I think it's more like this guy is really getting himself out there. But you know, he is a Crip. He do know he well, he didn't know Nipsey, but from my understanding, he followed him. That's a lot more than a lot of people did. So, you know, all I know is God said, let the people in the land talk about you. Don't talk about yourself. Let the people in the land talk about you. And that's what they talking about. So, that aspect I respect. Because, you know, common people, we be like, okay, you know, it's like do your homework. So when you do your homework and you hear something shady and foul about a person, be like, nah, I ain't fucking with that. Because you don't want to. Because, you know, you don't. It's not that you trying to stalk them or anything like that, or you even got a beef with them. But I don't like people. Me personally, I tend not to like people who do good people wrong. You understand? There is no excuse to do someone who is assisting you, being kind to you, like shit. Why would you do that to them? Why would you treat them like that? And I don't, you know, if I know you rocking with somebody or whatever, I'll just fall back. You understand what I'm saying? Because it ain't my beef, but it's something I heard. You know? Guys. So y'all saying, what am I laughing at? I'm like, the celebrities be in so much mischief, yo. Like, sometimes the stuff that I see on TV, I be like, I don't know no one like that. You understand? And you done been around some things. I done been around some things. But I don't know no one like that. So, one day we gonna really see the celebs all beefing. Like we see them videos of people just throwing down and acting crazy and shit. This is what we're gonna see with them. They crazy, y'all. I don't know, man. And they say when you get money, more problems. I'm like, but y'all are creating problems for yourselves. You understand? It's like, you know, on GP level, that you chilling in your average, you know, your daily life. You chilling, you know, it ain't none of that. You probably turn on the television and see that, but in your life, personally, it ain't none of that going on. It's like, how do y'all get in these situations? They have bad character. And God bless the people that can deal with them, because I cannot deal with that. I can't deal with that type of stuff at all. I have a low tolerance for the bullshit, as many of us do. So, I did suggest that, you know, you look at the video, you add your comment, your viewpoint. That's what it is. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but if I'm not, you know, we better pay attention, okay? Because, you know what? Very funny. So, guys, I just want to tell y'all about this guy, okay? Well, maybe I won't do it in this video, but if you want to just... because, you know, I don't want to confuse the subject matters. You understand? I don't think his name should be in this story that I talk about at this point. But one day, probably on a much friendlier and, you know, like good news. His thing is good vibes only. Good news. Then, yeah. That'll be soon, too, guys. I'll find something good to talk about. But, hey... enjoy y'all's day. Thank you for listening and watching.